Hello YouTube, it's the Utopian Buddha. So I've been reflecting on this fact and I didn't see it at first, but there is a deeper reason as to why I left Yogaville and why I have to come back to Yogaville and try to not take over, but do my own, establish my own ashram and try to really influence Yogaville to become as altruistic and selfless and live by their words as much as possible. I'm really not too upset by the fact that I'm not, in the deepest sense, on a shallower level, I am upset by their reaction to my book, but that's not the real reason I'm upset. The real reason, I'm not even upset, that's the thing. The real reason is that, how do I, oh wait, I just lost train of my thought. It's because of the lie of Satchidananda. It's because Satchidananda lied about all of those sexual allegations near the very end because honestly, the initial reaction by the Swamis, all the higher ups, the older people to my book was, rejection, right? They were upset, which is understandable, right? Because I came, I was coming off drugs. I've messed up my whole life. I've been to jail. I'm definitely not the ideal candidate to be telling Yogaville what to do, I guess. Well, actually, I'm pretty ideal, honestly, because if anyone is going to be trying to end childhood hunger in this culture, it needs to be someone who's messed up a lot, because otherwise everyone will think they're holier than thou, right? But I can't be holier than anyone because of all the crazy stuff I've done in my 20s and my teenage years. But the real reason is I'm actually not at all upset by the reception to my book, really. Even though it was a great book, an amazing book, I'm not at all upset about that. The reason is, as my consciousness started to build, as the bliss, my energy field started to build to stronger proportions, I felt like I was losing my mind because everyone was lying about Satchidananda's sexual allegations, or they wouldn't talk about it, right? So the lie of Yogaville was kind of was kind of making me go crazy, because I felt like I knew some people were lying to me. One of the Swamis, someone brought up my book to them and they pretended they didn't even know me. They didn't know that the book was even they were in the book. How can they pretend that they didn't know me when I put them in the book and I showed it to all the Swamis? It makes no sense. They pretended they didn't know me. So this kind of lying vibe, there's a lot of lies going around Yogaville. The collective shadow of Yogaville has been repressed. And so the real reason is I'm actually not at all upset by their reception of my book, because me as a person, right, I messed up a lot in my life. And they're so concerned with image and appearances at Yogaville that I can see why they would reject my book, because they don't care about truth and reality. They care about image and appearances more than truth and reality. And they're really there's a lot of the higher ups are just really selfish. They're really selfish and they're old. And I don't blame them, really, because when you get old, you get comfortable. And when you get comfortable and you refuse to let anyone else, have control, or not control, but have an influence on the policies of Yogaville, you just become selfish. And the whole organization is very selfish. And they're complete hypocrites, more hypocritical than me, right? Everyone is a hypocrite to some degree. To some degree, everyone is a hypocrite, but what really makes you a hypocrite is that you don't acknowledge that you're a hypocrite. So I'm really not upset with Yogaville at all. I'm upset. I felt like the lie of, as my energy field started to build, as my bliss started to grow, the lie of Yogaville was about to smother my light, and I had to leave. But I'm coming back to Yogaville. I'm coming back, and I'm establishing the light of truth in Yogaville on moral grounds, right? Satchidananda had sex with those women. I'm sure a lot of them liked it. I'm sure some of them didn't like it. So that's how it goes. See you guys later.